Hi, everyone. We are going to get started in a few minutes, just letting everybody trickle in. Please be sure to comment in the chat and let us know where you're joining in from. Seattle, Boston, Charlotte, NYC, Austin, DC, Raleigh. All right, let's get started. Welcome, and thank you so much for joining us today. We are excited to share with you our discussion on how to level up your referral and loyalty programs with insights from our amazing friends at Segment and Imperfect Foods. Before we dive in, I'll do a brief introduction to our panelists. My name is Manish Goyal, and I'm the founder and CEO at FriendBuy. I am a technical founder. I graduated from MIT, and I get excited about innovation and building technologies that can scale. I founded FriendBuy with the goal of using technology to help e-commerce companies grow. We also have with us Ben Kane, a senior product manager at Imperfect Foods. Ben is a Coloradoan turned Californian who lives in Berkeley, California. Outside of work, you'll find Ben exploring the Berkeley Hills on a run or a bike ride or walking his new puppy Shepherd with his fiance. And finally, we also have Safdar Jafari, a strategic partner engineer at Twilio Segment. Prior to joining Twilio, Safdar led digital transformation and data management solutions in the energy and mortgage industries. Outside of work, Safdar loves to climb mountains, organize professional development programs, and spend time with family and friends. A bit of housekeeping before we begin. We will be giving away a $250 gift card towards Imperfect Foods, and we'll pick the winner based on who is the most engaged chat user throughout the event. And we're looking for quality engagement. So please keep that in mind and be sure to send in your comments and questions, and we'll announce the winner at the end. All right, I'll go first with a quick 10-minute overview of how you can set up a referral program and a loyalty program for your business that is optimized for growth, and I'll share some examples from FriendBuy customers. So who is FriendBuy? Our background is empowering referral programs for high-growth digital brands. Here's a snapshot of some of our clients broken down by industry. As you can see, we have clients across many different categories and different stages of growth. And based on our experience working with these amazing companies, if you're in the business of acquiring customers digitally, then a referral program can absolutely be a significant driver of growth for you. Now, over the years, we've gotten a lot of requests from merchants saying, hey, FriendBuy, could you also power a loyalty program for us? And what we've heard is that merchants want a program that is easy to deploy, but also customizable, meaning not cookie cutter. So now we've launched our loyalty platform to meet this need. So let's dive a little deeper into referral programs, and a bit later, we'll do the same for loyalty. Let's start with why brands implement referral programs. A referral program really is now table stakes as part of your customer acquisition strategy. And there are three key benefits that marketers love about referral programs. Number one is high margin growth, because every customer you acquire through referral is one less you have to acquire through a paid channel. That's a high margin conversion. Number two is identifying who your best customers are. It's usually your best customers who are doing the advocacy, and you usually acquire your best customers through word of mouth. A referral program operationalizes this coveted consumer behavior. Number three, referred customers convert way faster and at higher conversion rates than other channels, and they deliver much higher lifetime value. We typically see referred friends convert 5x faster than other channels, and their lifetime values can be 3x to 4x higher. Finally, a referral program is a channel that you can own. As a merchant, you can develop this channel, improve it over time, and scale it. That's very different from paid channels, where you are relying on the ever-changing cost structure of the ads and the quality of the audience. Here's a breakdown of typical referral program ranges for cost per acquisition and return on spend across three different industries. With a referral program, you're getting an existing customer to bring you a new customer, so it makes sense that your cost per acquisition would be pretty low. Well, as you can see here, referral programs can deliver CPAs in the low single digits. Now, it's often said that e-commerce CPAs can hover typically around $50, and of course, that's category dependent. But anything below $10 is very, very compelling. And when it comes to return on investment, marketers usually consider an ROI of 4 to 5x as being pretty solid. Well, with friend-by-powered referral programs, we see ROIs in the range of 20 to 25x, making referrals far and away one of the most efficient and profitable ways to acquire new customers. So how do you set up a referral program to achieve those kinds of results? We've developed a set of best practices to get you there. What you need to always remember is that consumers like to refer on impulse, which basically means they're most likely to refer when they're having a conversation about your brand with a friend or when they think of someone to refer. We call these impulse referrals, and to get them at scale, you need three ingredients. First, you need strong program awareness, because your customers need to know that a referral program actually exists. Two, you need accessibility such that your program is really easy to get to. If I have to dig around to find it, you'll lose me. Three, it has to be really easy to use. We're talking super, super simple to refer via text or email or to post a link on social. When done correctly, these are the ingredients, along with a compelling offer, that make a referral program successful. But if you don't have all of them, you'll create friction and drop off. So let's take a look at one of our most important best practice recommendations, the primary call to action. You need a call to action that your customers can get to within 5 to 10 seconds of having that impulse to refer. You can put the CTA in your main menu navigation, or for a mobile app in the drop-down hamburger menu. In this example, Spanx has a ribbon on their homepage that says "Get $20," which then triggers the overlay for people to share. So imagine two friends are talking at a bar, your brand comes up in conversation, and one of them says, "Here, let me refer you." With a primary CTA, your customer is able to refer within 5 to 10 seconds. But without a primary CTA, your customer has to dig, which creates friction, and you'll probably lose a lot of referrals. We typically see 46% of referral revenue coming from a placement like this. Furthermore, a primary CTA is also great for building program awareness. Speaking of awareness, another best practice is promoting your program consistently so that it is top of mind when the impulse to refer occurs. In this example, Away promotes their program with a dedicated email like the one you see here on the left. Away sends this email to every new customer to introduce them to the referral program. When the customer clicks through, they arrive on this dedicated landing page on the right that describes the referral program, and Away also puts CTAs for this page in all newsletter emails, and they promote it on social. If you follow this approach, you can generate 30% of your referral revenue from this type of offsite promotion. Now let's look at the experience for a referred friend. Hopefully you're all set with your primary CTA, you have a great offer, and your customers are sharing a ton. To convert all those referred friends, we recommend a funnel that is simple and compelling. You'll want referred friends to know exactly what's being offered and how to take action without any distractions. Imperfect Foods does a really good job of this. On the left is the email that a referred friend receives from their advocate friend. The offer is clear, and so is the call to action. When the friend clicks through, they arrive on a well-designed landing page that reinforces the offer and how to claim it, again, with no distractions. My final tip for today on referral programs is about offer management. You need a compelling offer, but we also highly recommend you keep things fresh by boosting your offer from time to time or by running a periodic referral contest. Doing so really keeps your customers engaged and is proven to drive performance both in the short term and in the long term. And with FriendBuy, it's a piece of cake for your marketing team to change referral offers at will. The example on the left is a referral sweepstakes from Smile Direct Club, where advocates can win a $500 gift card of their choice. And on the right, we have an example from Bloomscape, where they ran a boosted offer on International Friendship Day. Other opportunities for boosted offers include Valentine's Day, end of summer sales, and of course, Black Friday, Cyber Monday. All right, now let's look at how to optimize loyalty programs for your business. First, why do brands implement loyalty programs? We know it's about growing lifetime value, but how do they do that? Number one, a loyalty program connects consumers to your brand. If you want to stay top of mind when a purchasing decision is about to be made, a loyalty program is a great way to accomplish that. Number two, loyalty is a frequency driver. Most loyalty programs are gamified in some way to drive purchase frequency. Number three, you might release new products from time to time. You can use a rewards program to jumpstart new product sales within specific customer segments. And finally, collecting first-party data continues to rise in importance as privacy concerns make it more difficult to leverage third-party data. A loyalty program is an excellent way to collect first-party data in a value exchange between you and your customers. Here are a few well-known brands who have very successful loyalty programs. Each program is unique and tailored to their specific audience. The rewardable events are different, and so are the actual rewards. Starbucks has this idea of challenges. Complete the challenge, earn bonus rewards. AMC rewards you by letting you stand in a VIP line for concessions. And consider Sephora, who has one of the most successful loyalty programs ever. If you're in the beauty industry, you probably know the importance of product sampling. Sephora's program is set up so that customers are rewarded with samples of new beauty products. It's a great way to delight customers and introduce them to products that they may later go on to purchase. So the takeaway is that truly successful loyalty programs are not cookie cutter. To achieve strong customer connection, you need customizability and authenticity. Therefore, as you're designing your loyalty program, consider the following three pillars. First, what rewardable events matter most for your business? Standard events include things like subscribing to email and SMS and collecting birthday. But in addition, maybe you want customers to download your mobile app and make their first in-app purchase. Or if you're a subscription box, maybe you want users to customize their box because data shows that customizing the box leads to higher lifetime values. Second, what rewards make the most sense for you? Is it redeemable points or coupons? Or do you have a high consideration purchase with a low repeat purchase rate? So maybe third-party gift cards should be under consideration. Or maybe you'd like to offer truly custom rewards like monograms if you're selling luggage, or special access to events just for your VIPs. Third, you'll want to establish a set of business rules to ensure that your program is profitable. Such rules can include things like minimum purchase thresholds or limiting rewards to certain SKUs. This is FriendBuy's interface for choosing your rewardable events. You can see all the standard ones here, like make a purchase, take a survey, subscribe to SMS. And we also have curated ones like download a mobile app, make your first in-app purchase. And key to a customizable program is the ability to add any custom event like we just discussed, as shown in the middle of the top row. Finally, a quick word on user experience. You want to make it really easy and obvious for your customers to redeem their rewards. It can be at checkout, like you see here on the left, where the customer applies points to their cart, or something like this middle example where the customer redeems a basket of goods with the simple click of a button. And your customers should always have an easy way to track their rewards and see how they can earn more. So that concludes my discussion of referral and loyalty. I'll now hand the mic over to Safdar to cover making the most of integrated cross-channel data to build stronger customer relationships.
Awesome. Thanks, Manish. Hey, everyone. Again, my name is Safdar Jafari. I'm a strategic partner engineer at Segment. And as Manish mentioned, I'll be walking us through the importance of unified integrated customer data and how brands can use Segment to build strong relationships with customers. Fantastic. So a little bit of background on Segment. We are the leading CDP ranked by industry publications and are the largest with over 25,000 customers using our platform globally. Here in this screen, you can see just a selection of the companies across the various industries. We are pretty agnostic when it comes to the industries that we cover, but we are particularly strong in certain verticals like retail, financial services, digitally native enterprises, but cover global consumer apps, pharma, media. So the reason why CDP has grown as much as it has, and the reason why Segment has grown, is because of the fact that companies are doubling down on being customer first. They're recognizing the need to be personalized in the way that they interact with their customers. So why are more and more companies prioritizing being customer first? And what role does unified data have in this? So the average person is typically overwhelmed with generic marketing messages, this concept of stale marketing. And the key to successful marketing and customer experience is knowing the customer in a personalized way to build a relationship through relevant interactions. Personalization is no longer a nice to have. So as companies are transitioning to a more personalized approach to how they communicate with users, they come across all sorts of challenges. First, all of the number of touch points that they have that contain user data is growing, and the number of channels that they use to communicate with their users is growing as well. This leads to disjointed customer interactions and experiences across all these various touch points. So collecting data from all these different touch points and then finding a way to link those events, those actions of the individual customers, their behaviors, their traits, and then activating this data becomes fundamentally a data challenge. So with a wide variety of locations of customer data, companies run into governance challenges, ensuring that the data is in a consistent, complete, compliant format, and really in a shape where it adds value to activation channels like FriendBuy. Unified integrated customer data is essential to develop that 360 understanding of each customer in order to then build the personalization, build that trusted relationship with them. This has the potential to reduce churn, increase return on activation spend, and increase the return on investment of any of the downstream tools within the tech stack. So at a high level, this is why companies around the world are turning to customer data platforms like Segment. Customer data platforms, really at the core, can provide clean and reliable customer data, which can benefit every team at the company. Most businesses today have huge tech stacks with dozens of marketing and other internal tools, which means this data can live in a lot of separate systems. So in order to make sense of that, they spend countless of hours trying to connect all these systems together. Some companies even cobble together like data repositories in-house, but these are often siloed by department and don't meet the needs of every team. So even the most sophisticated of these homemade solutions are sometimes difficult to scale and expensive to maintain. But with unified integrated customer data, you'll see benefits across the entire organization. Engineering teams can focus on building strong relationships with customers through focusing on core product and building personalization in their product experience with that data. Marketing teams can optimize marketing channel spends. So ensure that whatever messaging they're putting out there is relevant to each and every customer. Analytics teams, they can trust the data and make sure that it's accurate and complete. They're not spending time cleaning it. And they can ensure that it's integrated across all the sources of that customer data in order to really get that full journey, the full picture of the customer journey. Product teams can focus on building sticky products that continue to add value to customers through that constant improvement. The data is informing the product development because they're utilizing that complete view of the customer, the characteristics, the behaviors of the customer surrounding the product. A CDP has immense cross-team benefit and really reduces investments and integration support so that all teams can get clean customer data that they need when they need it. So a customer data platform will accomplish the previous kind of values that I mentioned by, number one, collecting the data from any platform, system, mobile app, websites, client side, server side, offline sources, you name it, right? It'll collect all that. It'll then synthesize it to create that one singular view of the customer. This will help enable things like cross-channel orchestration that really deepen relationships with customers. It will also help make sure the data is clean, safe, compliant with data legislations, tracked and universally consistent across the organization so it can be used by every team. And then lastly, it'll help activate this data by sending it to downstream channels and systems like FriendBuy to make use of those tools more powerful with more enriched data. So how does Segment do this? So if you think about Segment, we're really kind of sit in the middle, right? So we sit in the core of the tech stack of a typical company. We have sources or locations of customer data on the left-hand side. So we connect to those. And then destinations, locations where that customer data is needed on the right-hand side, and we connect to those. And we're constantly feeding from left to right and taking all this rich data and enriching these tools downstream. Segment collects user events from all these sources and provides that complete data toolkit to every team. So with this data, companies can understand how customers use their products in order to, for example, run targeted campaigns to improve conversions and even enrich these downstream tools so that they're making the most out of any dollar spent. With various value-adding processes and features right in the middle that you see here. Things like ensuring the data is meeting GDPR and CCPA compliance. From a privacy standpoint, ensuring the data is meeting organizational data quality standards for completeness and accuracy, that governance layer that all companies are striving to get to. And then the core, really building a 360 view of the customer in the form of a profile. And then with that, creating lookalike customers with audiencing features, sending them down data-driven activation channels and journeys. All of this, with Segment at the core, can help collect, enrich, and then activate on the full picture, the full customer data. So I wanted to call out the main value drivers here of this unified customer data. First one being customer data infrastructure. This is pretty fundamental. This is making sure that your data flows in a connected way, consistently from source to destination, really creating that data pipeline and making sure that it's completely unified. And then we have stack modernization. Very often Segment is put in place as part of like a digital transformation project. So we see a lot of businesses transition from legacy systems to a more modern stack. And then when they get a CDP like Segment first, adding the rest of the tech stack on will be a lot easier, resulting in a quicker ROI for those tools. Because Segment has over 400 pre-built integrations. So as companies are building out their tech stack or moving on to a new stack, trying out new tools, activating those new technologies is going to be a lot easier because Segment has already collected and is piping all this rich data. And of course, customer 360, everything has to do with that 360 view of the customer. And this is really where that true value of the CDP is unlocked. This is why marketers love CDPs, because we help them create those audiences, those segments, those cohorts, orchestrate journeys involving multiple channels, enriching their tools, their downstream tools like FriendBuy with actions and behaviors about customers, how they're reacting to certain ways that they've been targeted, and then utilizing that data to then personalize the next activation that we're doing to them. Insights and analytics. We also work with a lot of analysts because they want data that is de-siloed. They want data that is connected and is tracked properly. It's safe, it's compliant, it's clean, so that they can focus on generating insights. And then lastly, with the data-powered CX, we're talking about journey orchestration to really increase return on ad spend, creating that omni-channel personalized journey. These are really big use cases and drivers. So when we talk about Segment FriendBuy, right, data can empower marketing efforts, right? The more you know about how a customer behaves, the better you're able to serve up campaigns that are most likely to resonate with them. Customers of FriendBuy and Segment can leverage a two-way integration, both as a destination and a source. So from a destination standpoint, Segment serves as a primary collection point for actions like customer data, sign up, purchases, reacting to referral program activations, And all this data is then fed into FriendBuy, which powers the referral widget, attribution, and notifies FriendBuy about customers and purchase events. FriendBuy integrates with the Segment web destination and cloud destinations, our actions framework, which basically allows companies to easily integrate FriendBuy directly from Segment's workspace and then map events that they've already are sending to Segment from FriendBuy. So from a source standpoint, FriendBuy source integration sends referral program data to Segment. So when a referral reward is evaluated, Segment can deliver those events to other destinations to join that referral data with all other marketing data to really strengthen that story of a user's journey, to take every single data point into account. So by using FriendBuy and Segment together, you can target different referral offers based off of that customer data. If they are more open to receiving text message and reacting to text message, SMS, then knowing that, we can activate on them through those channels. This is all based off the data that's being passed to FriendBuy via Segment. Segment will also notify FriendBuy when a referred friend converts. So FriendBuy can attribute that conversion and reward them accordingly. Ultimately, this eliminates the burden on your team to track conversions because all of this kind of happens automatically behind the scenes. And then our friends at Imperfect Foods can provide a real use case in the next section. Awesome. So lastly, I just wanted to highlight Segment and FriendBuy have over 50 joint customers across different industries. All of these customers have fueled FriendBuy with unified integrated customer data through the strong integrations and partnership that we have between Segment and FriendBuy. And they are realizing the value of having this clean, consistent, privacy compliant, unified customer data. And they're leveraging this 360 view of the customer that they were able to get from instrumenting Segment in their technology stack. And with that, thank you for your time. I would like to pass it off to Ben.
Hi, everyone. My name is Ben, and I'm the Senior Growth Product Manager at Imperfect Foods. Excuse me while I share my screen. Okay. Like Safdar mentioned, I'm going to be telling you more about Imperfect, our referral program, and how we're planning on improving our customer and advocate experience via data and friend buy. So, a little context if you haven't heard about us. We're a grocery delivery company on a mission to fix the food system. We were founded in 2015, and we're an online grocer that's really at the forefront of eliminating food waste and at the same time building a better food system. We work directly with farmers and producers to rescue, redistribute, and develop goods across multiple categories. And we also have our own private label offerings. And all of that enables us to rescue food and prevent food from going to waste. And our customers enjoy a fully customizable service that's more affordable, number one, and more environmentally friendly than your average trip to the grocery store. And to date, and this is just a really exciting statistic, we've saved 173 million pounds of food from a lesser outcome, which is just a huge amount of food. And we do that via our unique sourcing and delivery model. And on top of that, our community has avoided 5 billion gallons of water use, helped avoid 85,000 tons of CO2 emissions. And we have a big partnership nationwide with food banks and organizations. And through them, we've even helped donate 16 million pounds of food. And skipped ahead too much. Sorry, folks. So we've had a referral program and we've been partners with FriendBuy since 2018. So we launched our referral program in 2018, really with the goal of enabling our customers to be advocates for our service and invite their friends and their families to come join our mission and reduce food waste. And we launched an evergreen program at that time. And our program has evolved over the past few years. We started with that evergreen program, and then in 2020, 2021, we began experimenting with multi-channel campaigns to support moments that are really important for us and our customers, things like Earth Month. And we were running ad hoc campaigns on top of our Evergreen program. This year, we integrated with FriendBuy's next-gen platform via Segment. You've heard a little bit about that integration to enhance both our capabilities as an organization, but more importantly, build just a much better customer experience. And from this time forward, we're really excited. We're going to be revamping our referral offering and experimenting with new moments, new rewards, and much better personalization. And I was reflecting on the slide, thinking about what Manish was saying about the effectiveness of a referral program. And I think it's really true. Our referral program has been extremely successful, both for our customers and also our business. So a couple of statistics for you all. We see about an increase in 18% in activation for customers that have been referred versus non-referred customers. We see an increase in about 5% in retention for customers who are referred compared to non-referred customers. And pretty excitingly, we see about a 20% increase in lifetime revenue for customers who were referred compared to customers who were not referred. And one way that we do this is that Segment is our CDP. And we use Segment as our customer data platform for three main reasons. And here you can see a high-level sketch of how our data flows. But the three reasons are, number one, unified customer data. By sending all of our customer data to Segment, we're able to provide downstream clients. We use products like Rewardable and Qualtrics and Optimizely, as well as our own services with a unified understanding of our customers. And that unified understanding, and because we're sending all of our customer data through a single CDP, we are decreasing data silos, which means that services, downstream clients, and our data analysts, there are fewer data silos that they have to work through on a regular basis. And the third big reason that we're leveraging Segment as our CDP is for faster time to activate new tools, features, and services for our customers. And again, by centralizing our customer data in a single CDP, we're able to build new features, launch tools, and run tests at a much faster rate than we'd be able to if we were building and maintaining our own data platform. So now for the fun stuff. I'm going to talk a little bit about the future of our referral program at Imperfect Foods that's being powered by FriendBuy and Segment. And so taking a step back, we see opportunities with our own referral program around scale, personalization, and delight. And this year we sat down, we talked to customers, we talked to our marketing team, and really what we learned and saw was that our referral program has a few opportunity areas. The first one is around scale. While we execute a few ad hoc referral campaigns a year, again, around brand moments typically, we want to increase the velocity of campaigns and testing. The second opportunity area is around personalization. So our campaigns, while effective, really aren't tremendously personalized at the moment. And we see opportunities to leverage our customer data to increase the likelihood that a referral is going to sign up, activate, and continue to order with us. And finally, another opportunity that we're really excited about tackling is around delight. So today, our referral program only has a single reward, and talking to customers, it's really clear that they want more rewards. And really what we're excited about at Imperfect is moving our referral program from something that is static to a program that's dynamic and personalized, and we can do all that with our customer data. And so by integrating a segment, we're really able to up-level that referral program. And historically, our program has been quite static, providing, let's say, a single reward to a single audience or maybe just a few different audiences. But with the new FriendBuy platform and segment, we're moving to a program that dynamically rewards customers based on the actions they take. And we're also going to be able to better personalize, that entire referral and advocate experience, starting with the landing page experience and down to the widgets that the customers see on their journey. And FriendBuy and Segment unlocks really three big opportunities for our customers. And so the first unlock, and this is a big opportunity area for us, is scale. So moving forward, we want to increase the number of referral campaigns that we send, as well as do concurrent A/B testing on incentives to help drive referrals and really help find out what are the incentives that get our advocates and our customers really excited. Another way we're looking to scale our results with FriendBuy and Segment is through a tiered referral program. And by developing that tiered referral structure, we're able to gamify the experience so that advocates can earn increasing rewards for referring more friends. So as an example, we can reward customers, let's say $10 for their referrals, 1 through 7, and then maybe we can increase that up to 20 for 7 or 8 through 10, and so on and so forth. The second big unlock is around personalization. And again, just to reiterate, we're leveraging the integrations both with FriendBuy's next generation platform as well as Segment, both of which that have been discussed today. And by sending our customer data and events like purchases, signups, the purchase history for customers, we're actually able to begin to experiment with personalized landing pages or specific rewards for key moments in our customer journey. So for example, we can start to reward customers when they've been with us for 1 year and consistently ordered. We'll also be leveraging FriendBuy's integration with our ESP and SMS provider, Iterable, to really incorporate referrals just a lot more deeply into our cross-channel marketing strategy, everything from SMS to email, and we're excited to also test into push notifications. And the final unlock for Imperfect and really our customers is to delight customers with additional rewards, again, based on the actions that they are taking. We're starting with the new tiered referral program, which unlocks increasing rewards based on the number of referrals customers generate. But we're also exploring other ways to delight customers with rewards for actions they take, like items purchased, app downloads, and returning their packaging to us, which is a unique offer or unique part of our value that we offer to customers. And so with that, I'll be passing it back to Manish to close us out.
Thank you so much, Ben, for sharing how you've been leveraging FriendBuy and Segment. This has been great. So now we're going to answer some questions from the audience. All right, let's kick this off. So the first one is from Chris. Chris asks, I'm interested in learning more about the best use cases of a loyalty program versus a referral program. Yeah, good question. So my perspective, and I'll also pull you into this, Ben. My perspective is that a referral program is about acquisition. So you want to optimize it accordingly. And a loyalty program is about growing lifetime value. It's about retention and growing lifetime value. Now, there's no reason why a referral program and a loyalty program can't work together. In fact, they should. But one mistake I've seen marketers make is when the referral program is essentially buried within the loyalty program. The referral program needs its own set of best practices in order to drive acquisition. And then the loyalty program has its own set of best practices to grow lifetime value. So that's how to think about them. So hopefully as a business, you're prioritizing both. But if you have to pick one, the focus should be based on, are you trying to acquire new customers, or do you want to place an emphasis on growing lifetime value? Ben, do you have anything that you'd like to add to that?
I think that was really spot on. I mean, the way we think about loyalty is how do we deepen the relationship with our customer and that they have with us so that they consistently and potentially more frequently come back and get their groceries through us. Again, increasing the impact they're having on the food system. But for us, referrals is, like Manish said, much more of an acquisition tool.
Great. This next question is for Safdar from UA. The question is, what are the most common customer attributes that your customers send to Segment in order to personalize their experience with brands?
Great. Thanks for the question. It's a great question, and one we actually get often. I'd say it really depends on the industry and business. But we have standard tracking plans, really, that kind of list what data should be captured for e-commerce brands, B2B SaaS companies. But it really is defined by the goals and where you want that customer journey to go. So, and what technology stack that you're working with? Are you focusing on email marketing? Are you focusing on ads? Are you focusing on referral programs? So, but the common customer attributes, just to give you an example, really are going to be surrounding like their web behavior activity for your websites, mobile behavior activity, mobile apps, and then any of your server side activities, if like loyalty program data, things like that. For web behavior activity, page views, product clicked, and from a personalization standpoint, having information like their last product viewed can allow you to send out some type of marketing content with a picture of that product, or a message with a picture of that product. Or core ordering overviews like order complete, things like that. Those are common attributes. Preferred marketing channels, preferred communication channels. If you know that they prefer an SMS communication channel, then you can send them the referral codes and a referral program activation on that channel, because you know that historically that's where they've been the most responsive to us. So those are a few out there, but really depends on the business and where they want to go. And the flexibility of the platform is that it can collect, but you want to collect the data points that you know you're going to utilize for activation. That'll make that activation smarter.
Thanks, Safdar. This next one is for Ben from Shirley. How are you leveraging Segment and Optimizely? What's that integration like? Are you pushing targeted customers and campaigns from Segment to Optimizely? Would love to understand how that's set up.
Yeah, that's a great question. Also probably a different webinar. So I would say at a high level, we leverage Segment as that CDP where all of our core data lives, right? Whether it's website data, order data, user data, like where do you live, how long have you been with us, all of that. And so really we are pushing, I would say, similar data attributes both into FriendBuy and into Optimizely, so we can then start to run tests based on customers who, for example, have logged into the mobile app 3 times and live in the broader Pacific Northwest region, right? And we may want to show them a slightly different landing page or a slightly different, UI. So I would say that's at a high level how those tools are wired together.
Great. This next one is also for Ben from Ali. What type of methods did you use to communicate with your customers about what they wanted in a referral program? I love this question. It's about how do you gain insights from your customer base.
Yeah.
So yeah, would love to hear about
Yeah.
that.
So just quickly taking a step back, there's a few different ways that we at Imperfect Foods and myself more broadly, a few different tools you can use to go out and get qualitative information from your customers, right? Everything from generative research to surveys to more targeted smaller groups. And in this case, I got to take my hat off to our head of design. She really set this up and executed flawlessly. But we hosted focus groups with customers. We made sure that the focus group was, basically as unbiased as it could be. So we wanted to get customers who referred a lot, right? Like we have customers who actually have their referral codes out on the broader internet, and so they're actually getting lots and lots of referrals every week, or YouTube creators, people along those lines. And we also wanted to get people who were definitely not that, right? Like people who referred a few times, who had done so maybe over one woman was over the kitchen table in her office, right in the office break room. And so we sat down with them and had a script of questions that we asked them, had follow-ups as well. And then, basically just led a conversation with them that really helped us understand better what were their pain points, what were the things they liked about our service, and, what would get them to either refer more or refer in a different way, or, those types of questions.
Ben, a quick follow-up on that. Were you doing these conversations with folks one-on-one, or did you actually organize a focus group? And in the remote world that we're in now, was it done through like Zoom? Can you talk about that? And also would love to understand who at the organization owns that. Is it someone in CX, or is it the marketing team?
So for the first question, two pieces to that. It was a focus group. So we had, let's call it 8 to 10 people all together in, one Zoom room with myself and, another person at Imperfect. We did it all via Zoom, which it works. I think I personally would prefer to do most of this in person, but Zoom is a good alternative to that. And then Manish, your second question was organizational, right? For Imperfect,
Yeah,
where does
who
that sit?
owns this initiative?
Yeah, so we have two departments at Imperfect that typically, partner and I would say own basically customer insights. We have a true customer insights team, and that we have a full CX department, and they're phenomenal. And then we also, in the product and design world, when we are researching and building and in discovery processes for what we're going to go build and execute for our customers, we typically also do research. And I would say that the real difference there is, our CI team, for the most part, is doing a lot of research, like very broadly, and like trying to really suss out broad insights from our customers around, what they're looking for from us, and how their grocery habits changed and where are they shopping and all of that. And then oftentimes in the product and design world, we're really looking for something slightly more targeted.
Fantastic. Another question from Ali. Would love to hear about companies that are high AOV and low repeat buy rate, and what kind of a program they might set up. So yeah, great question, Ali. So we work with a number of brands that are high consideration, and for their referral program, since there isn't that repeat purchase behavior, third-party gift cards do make a lot of sense. So if you refer someone to buy, maybe it's a mattress or a piece of furniture, and that person's a new customer and that referred friend buys a certain amount, then you as the advocate can earn a gift card, and your friend can also get a gift card. So that would be on the referral side. For loyalty, what we're starting to see is that even for high consideration categories, there's this notion of buying several products to like complete a look or to complete a room. I think Away has this idea of complete your travel outfit. I'm not sure exactly what they call it. So in your situation, if you're selling outdoor furniture, I could imagine, maybe there's something for the backyard, the patio, the deck, etc. And you want people to buy these things. And if they complete a certain set of purchases, then that could kind of be a rewardable event. So that's just one idea, but I'm sure more will emerge as more and more high consideration purchases are moving digital, which is happening more and more now. So great question. All right. All right. We are down to our final question for today. It is for Ben from Chris. Give me 1 second here. Tell me about how you plan to use Segment or currently use Segment to deeply personalize the referral program. Are you going to personalize campaigns based on specific user journeys, or just interpreting the question a bit, is it going to be based on specific customer attributes? Is it both? Would love to hear your thoughts, Ben.
Yeah, I would say the answer is probably yes, right? Like the beauty of having, again, all of our data in one place and that being passed directly to FriendBuy is that we can, really leverage that data in whatever way is most compelling for our advocates. And so, probably to start, we'll do, starting to think about ideas like, okay, how do we personalize the landing page into the widget, into the, the post-purchase moment based on who the advocate is, right? Maybe how many times they've purchased with us. Again, we have all that data. And thinking about other ways we can personalize the journey. We have also talked internally about, hey, is there opportunities for us to prompt customers who have purchased a certain item or who have purchased multiple times or who have, taken maybe a different action for us? Like I mentioned this earlier, but we are one of the few online grocers that actually takes back your packaging. And so we track that internally. And so, there's also opportunities for us to say, hey, if Softar is a customer, hey, Softar, thanks so much for returning your packaging. Have you referred a friend yet? Because you just had a phenomenal experience with us. Again, all of that would be personalized to the advocate.
Awesome. All right. Well, that's it for our questions. And that gets us to the end of our session for today. So it is time for me to announce the winner of the $250 gift card towards Imperfect Foods. And the winner is Ali Voye. Ali, congratulations. We'll reach out to you after the event to send you your prize. Hope you really enjoy your Imperfect Foods. For the rest of you, thank you so much for joining us today. I hope you got some good takeaways. And I especially want to thank our panelists here. Really appreciate you guys making time to chat with us. Hope everyone has a great rest of your week and a great weekend. Take care, everybody.
Bye, everyone.
Thank you. Bye, everyone.